and welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I'm back, and I'm Trevin, your NXT predictions champion, joined as always by Caleb, our main roster predictions champion.
The man who's never missed an episode
Of either of our podcasts. Check out Throws of Chaos, link in bio and down in the description. And Gordon is behind the camera this time as Zach got a job.
It's hard to call him out like that, but no, he got a job now.
He's no longer unemployed because we ain't getting paid to do this YouTube stuff yet.
So
Subscribe so we can.
We're gonna fluctuate with producers. I think Tuesday, unfortunately, or NXTs will be between Trevin and I.
Yeah.
Hopefully Mondays will be Gordon, and then Zach should be here for our SmackDown reviews and pay-per-view reviews as per usual. So he's not gone from the channel completely, but he does work a second shift job now. So
yes,
that does cut into our schedule, but nonetheless, we are here to chug right along like the little engine that could. Do you want to say thank you for 100 subscribers?
yes. Honestly, yeah. Thank y'all for 100 subscribers. We hit it a little after we recorded SmackDown, I believe,
And I think it was before SmackDown.
Yeah, but no, seriously, thank y'all. It means a lot to us. Go do it on the other channel too, please. but I get people have their own different interests, so the fact that this one reached 100 means a lot to us.
And now to talk about an interest that is slightly brewing within WWE. It is all about CM Punk. You know, he won it. He won the World Championship at SummerSlam. He did get cashed in. This is old news, but this is all irrelevant to what's happening in the opening of our show. CM Punk kicks us off.
Yep. He comes out and says, like, look, Seth got me. He got all of us.
Yeah.
But the thing you know about me is that I wanted that moment. I wanted it bad. It was the one moment left in my checklist. And Seth took it. So now I got a Seth Rollins problem, and he's got a CM Punk problem.
He also stated that it was the last thing on his list to cross off. So now that he doesn't have a list, he's hell-bent on doing whatever he wants, pretty much.
And that's, as he puts in his own words, injuring Seth for real.
Yep, he said, I'm going to break both of his legs so he can't escape the ass beating I'm going to give him. And this prompts one Mr. L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here he comes and he says, look, I get it. You won the title. You know, he's like, good, congratulations.
And he's like, and to be fair, Seth did screw you.
And he's like, he screwed you, he screwed me, he screwed everybody. But when it comes to championships and matches and lines, you're at the back.
Yeah, and he's...
Because I haven't gotten my rematch yet.
Yep, because my first match got interrupted by, oh right, you. Because you wanting your receipt, you wanting your lick back, you just could not wait for the bell to ring. You couldn't wait to see who was deciding, because I could be standing here champion right now. But you just had to get your lick back and cost me.
And Punk goes, I'm old, my hearing's a little shot, but I think the words you're looking for are thank you. Because I don't know how you're going to become world champion when your career would have been ended.
After a curb stomp to concrete was about to happen.
Yep, and this prompts one... Sir, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And Punk goes, I'm not even done. I wasn't done yet.
Yep. And Paul Heyman comes out, tries to speak a little French, but he's like, I only know like 5 words, so.
He says, whatever language I have to speak to get me out of this God-forsaken place like Quebec.
Yep,
and he is, of course, flanked by BBL, or CM Punk calls them the Braun Browns. It is Braun Breaker and the Tribal Thief, the owner of the Shula Fala, Bronson Reed.
Yep. And he tied the second pair he stole to the first pair, and it's growing. And it's beautiful.
It is, I think, one of the best things going for WWE right now because there's not a lot of good things going for WWE right now.
No. And it's like, outside looking in, this sounds like such a stupid gimmick.
But unfortunately, this and El Grande Americano are what we're tuning in for Raw to be good right now.
In terms of the men's division, honestly, because the women's division is all right.
Well, the women's division is in speculation. That is because it is confirmed that Naomi is not medically cleared to compete currently.
She was supposed to have a world championship match against Io with Naomi defending her title, but as Naomi is not medically cleared, Io's out of a match, which we'll get to later.
There are rumors, and while I don't like to announce rumors because there's not a lot of concrete details behind them, but there's rumors going on, and it could be a work that Naomi is going to be out for a long, long time.
Yes. Now, to be fair, the last time they did not specify the injury type, it was a work in Seth Rollins. However, with the wording they're using, they're making it sound like it is big news. People are speculating that her face got busted during a scooter riding stunt. I saw one post that one of the top comments was, "Watch her be pregnant."
If that's the case, Big Jim, now is not the time. 2, I think, and this is so funny considering that if it was the scooter stunt, she should have, how did she say it? Proceeded with caution. What a beautiful way of getting your gimmick to injure yourself, pretty much. She was at the show in Quebec last night backstage, however. It is not, so it was not that she couldn't make it. She made it.
But doctors...
It's just they're checking her out, seeing what is the full...
Doctors said she was a no-go.
Yeah, doctor said she was a no-go, so she was a no-go. But you know what is a go-go? A tag team match. Yes, also the man off the camera. A tag team match for our main event. It is CM Punk and LA Knight versus BBL.
Yep. It is made into our main event, but now time for our opener.
And El Grande Americano and the Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio,
King of the Luchadors,
take on Dragon Lee and AJ Styles.
Yep, after what happened last week, they wanted to run it.
Man, it was great. Dragon Lee did amazing. AJ did amazing. Dom did amazing. And I can't believe I'm saying it for the 3rd week in a row. El Grande Americano did amazing.
Yes.
It's almost he was great already.
No. Ludwig drastically improved this character.
Yes. Like, we were talking about it while watching it live yesterday. We're like, they should have just started with Ludwig. Like, I'm sorry, Chad was not the move.
I think it makes it better that they did start it with Chad. And here's why I'll say it. The comedy in us acting like this is the same dude, for everyone in kayfabe acting like this was the same dude all along. He magically grew like what, 6 inches?
Lost a couple pounds and gained it in muscle weight.
Yeah. What the? But no. El Grande did great, and there's no El Grande Tres, no Cuatro at ringside.
Nope. It was just pure these two 1v1. However, El Grande and Dom.
Man, El Grande, what you reaching for? You was digging deep in your singlet. What was you reaching for?
You need
fuck?
You need a different pocket because you were digging for too long as he gets knocked out, dropping the metal plate. However, Dom, donning his entrance mask for a decent portion of the match, puts the metal plate in his mask, and while El Grande is the legal man, AJ gets bumped into the heel tag corner. Headbutt from Dom.
It looks like he's going for a roll-up, but El Grande grabs the ropes instead. Dom headbutts AJ. Roll-up. 1, 2, 3. The team of Dirty Dom and El Grande Americano pick up the win.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
They are, of course, part of the Triple Mania Mega Championship.
Fatal 4-way. 3 of the 4 participants. The only participant not present in this match is the current champion, El Hijo de Vikingo.
Yep. Man, that name is so hard. People do just call him Vikingo, but
yes.
I feel like if it is a proper title, I want to give them their full name.
Yeah.
Just like
Yep.
El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yep. Who will be on the card, and we looked up the card. All the WWE stars participating on the Triple Mania card. We have, of course, Dominic Mysterio, El Grande Americano, and Dragon Lee. Also on the card is the rest of Judgment Day. Your World Tag Champions, JD and Finn, along with Raquel Rodriguez, with Roxanne Perez on ringside, will be fighting...
Mr. Iguana.
Mr. Iguana, Lola Vice.
Gesa.
Yep. And Lola Vice.
Yep. And then we got Natalia.
Yep. Natalia was another person.
And then we have Los Garzas, which puts us at 11 WWE superstars represented. Yeah, no, you could fully tell that they bought this company at this point.
Yeah.
They are just, okay, half the people, it's going to be ours.
Yeah.
They have one match that does not involve a single WWE superstar.
Yep, it is for the AAA Latin America Championship.
Yep, and forgive us, we do not know the two names of those gentlemen competing,
Yes.
but we will. We are not predicting, but you will get a review Saturday or Sunday. You will get a review Sunday of the PLE. It is on YouTube, so if you want to watch it yourself, go right ahead. The English commentary team is Corey Graves and JBL.
Who
I am so fucking happy. I am hyped for JBL in commentary.
Yes. Start times on the WWE YouTube channel are 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Mm-hmm. Adjust time zones accordingly.
Yes, adjust time zones accordingly. We are doing 8 Central because we are in the Midwest.
Yes. And we'll see, depending on how long the show is, whether we do review it on after this show immediately or on Sunday, because sometimes we be sleepy boys.
Yeah, sometimes we do. But the next match is Sami Zayn versus Rusev, which got set up last week.
Yep. Sammy got caught astray during the Rusev-Sheamus brawl. And speaking of Sheamus, he's like, look, my bad for that stray that Rusev clipped you with. I mean, if you want me...
Clipped him. Rusev looked dead straight at Sammy. They were separated, and he goes, get out my way.
Yeah.
That was not a clip. Like, legit. All of last week, I thought, oh, Sammy got hit with the stray. I saw it this week. No. Sammy was like 5 feet apart from Sheamus, and Rusev just goes,
dink.
He said, motherfucker, get out my way.
Yep. But yeah, Sheamus is like, look, you take care of your business, but just know that Bulgarian bastard's mine.
After the bell, he said, I won't be there for the whole match. The second that bell rings after the match is over, I'm out there.
He's mine.
It's over like Rover. And now we get into the match, and man, Sami Zayn, for as much as he needs a character change, he still cooks. Now, this was his hometown of Quebec, of course. So
he's got to show up.
He's got to show up. He was also on SmackDown. If you recall our review of that episode, he was there fighting Solo Sikoa, not for the U.S. Championship, but a match that has ramifications. Those ramifications coming into tonight. So,
Yep.
we will get there when we get there, but a majority of this match saw a back and forth effort.
Yep. You know, Sammy in the pre-match interview before Sheamus talked to Sammy was like, look, you know, I had a great night on Friday, but I'm obviously still chasing that world title picture. Everyone's talking about it. CM Punk just talked about it. LA Knight just talked about it. I'm still chasing that coveted world title, and beating Rusev might bring me a little closer to that.
You forgot a match.
Did I?
Yes. We'll get there when we get there. But, yeah, so Rusev does the 10 beats of the Bowder, which, of course, draws the ire of Sheamus. And after a quick 1, 2, 3...
I did forget a match. That's my bad.
No, but after a quick 1, 2, 3 from Sami Zayn,
Yep.
he does... Or no.
No.
Not even a 1, 2, 3. Sammy is going for the huluva kick. Sorry.
Yep. Yoink!
Gets yoinked out of the ring by the MFTs. No, sorry, we are not pushing an NFT. It is the MFTs, which is the stupidest fucking stable name I've heard of. And I didn't like the Judgment Day when it came out because I recognized Judgment Day with the pay-per-view that they used to do. I was like, that's never going to be over as a name.
And I get it stands for My Family Tree, but every time I see it, I just think of Mother Tongans.
Yeah, they are the motherfucking Tongans, and they're here to kick
Which
your
is
ass.
funny because the leader of this faction is Samoan, and one of the dudes is Hawaiian.
And it just so happens that the dude who's Hawaiian has little to no fucking aura about him.
Yeah.
So they do pull Sammy out of the ring, which causes a DQ. They start jumping his ass, and this leaves Rusev to catch his breath on the outside.
And he's just like, what happened? Kneecap!
Kneecap, and here comes everyone's favorite, the Irish Block! So,
Get him!
Sheamus pops out, and he starts whipping Rusev, and I think this all leads to a match at Clash in Paris.
Probably. I'm hoping that the trilogy ends in a Donnybrook match or something.
Yeah. We'll talk about it when we get to the main event, but there was also another match stipulation that I want at Clash in Paris. I just think it would be stupid fun, because if we're not booking the company like anything matters anymore, then what the fuck?
Yeah.
I see this very much going not right away. I feel like this is very much going in the WCW 2000 territory. And if you know anything about WCW in the 2000s, you would know it sucked. It was terrible. There was not a single redeeming quality about it. But
now time to redeem some booking that happened. Io still wants a match. She showed up to fight. She wants a fight.
Yep, and Roxanne and Raquel, your former WWE Tag Team Women's Champions,
Yep.
come out and they say, hey, look, you know, not having a title is fine because you weren't going to beat Naomi anyways.
And they interrupt the conversation between Io and Adam Pearce, being like, Liz, we're looking for some opportunities, you know, former tag champions. I'm a former 2-time NXT Women's Champ. It's like, what you got on the docket for us?
I thought this was going tag team match. Thought it was going to be Io and Rhea versus Roxanne and Raquel, but nope. It is Io versus Roxanne Perez singles match made for tonight, and now we cut to this match.
Yep. And before the match, obviously Raquel is on ringside with Roxanne, but Io, before she makes her entrance, the Kabuki Warriors, her good old friends, pop out and are like, hey, you want us on ringside to help with your numbers game? And she's like, no. I gotta prove I deserve that title shot. I can handle this girl on my own. And they're like, okay.
And man, we get, I think, the best match tonight.
This match, for being a thrown together because of a doctor not clearing one of the competitors, this match cooked and actually developed quite a bit of stories for both sides.
Yeah, so it was honestly a 50-50 match.
Yeah.
I thought Io was going to come in and dominate most of the match, but that was not the case.
No, commentary pointed out like maybe Io was practicing some moves to challenge Naomi's moveset, which don't work on Roxanne's moveset.
And like, yo, I can't lie. Raquel did nothing.
Raquel
She did not make it unfair at any single point in the match.
Like, she, of course, went for a couple cheap shots, but none of them hit.
Yeah.
All the offense was all Roxanne in terms of the heel side.
Yeah, and makes it confusing towards the end when the Kabuki Warriors come out and they start holding Roxanne Perez's arms.
Yep, they're like, get her.
And of course she goes for it. Roxanne fights out of it.
Yep.
Roxanne pushes Io into them.
Yep.
For the roll up for the 1, 2, 3. Roxanne picks up a win.
Yep.
Over Io Sky.
Yep. Pinned someone who is due for a world championship match, which has implications as we've seen. Drew McIntyre got up on the card because he pinned Cody after winning the Rumble. It's like, if you pin a number 1 contender, that has a lot of implications for where you are on the card.
Yeah. And next, I want to pick your brains about something before we actually talk about it and sit down and talk about it. Cross.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think he is actually gone. There's been way too much social media traction on his part for this to feel like a work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's moving to AEW. He would have made that a little more obvious if that's the move. Some people are saying TNA, but yeah, I feel like he's actually gone. And as we see, the Quebec crowd, no chance. And we saw Uno, we want cross signs on a single letter-sized sheet of paper.
Yeah. I think I also am of the belief that they're gone. We're going to sit down and record an actual video at some point this week. Talking about it. But, so I'll keep my thoughts very short and sweet here. I don't think he was ever going to work out the way his fans wanted him to work out. And I'll explain that later on, but the thing I do want to note is that we did not hear a single "We Want Cross" chant this week. Granted, it could have been because they were in Quebec. NXT is tonight. It's in front of an American audience, of course, so we're going to see if there's any noise there.
Yeah.
SmackDown, I believe, should be back in the U.S. this week, so we'll see if they get any noise there. And Raw is in Pittsburgh next week, so once again, we'll see if we get any noise there, but I don't think we're going to.
Yep.
I think this is, unfortunately, the end of the road.
Yeah, now that's a cross problem, and these next couple segments bring up Raw might be getting a heel problem.
Yeah, so was it the match or the promo segment first?
It was the promo segment. So after Io's match, she comes to the Kabuki Warriors apologizing, but she reminds them, like, I didn't ask for y'all out there. Like, I could have gotten even without y'all and us, because, like, no. You lost. You lost your title, you lost the triple threat, and then you just lost that match. Mm-hmm. And she's like, and it seems like the story developing with Io is that she's trying to hold on to too many friends, which are turning them into enemies. As Asuka pushes Io away, Kairi just looks at both of them and shrugs a little bit, and then Rhea walks into frame and is like,
You should just leave them in the past. They're not doing anything for you now. They just interrupted your match and made you lose. And then Io says, look, you don't know what you're talking about. Stay out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And walks away.
Yep. So the story with Io, the direction is looking like Io has been too friendly, and it is costing her.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of potential heel problem, the next promo is a little vignette with Bayley, basically dead center Cam, talking about how she doesn't know where she's at anymore. It's like everyone she's considered a friend is gone. The one friendship she thought she had left, she costed it, because she just can't stay out of people's business. She's trying to be that role model, but she ends up being a failure at each turn, and it's all her fault.
And, fairly simple vignette, but what makes it notable, Trevin?
In the end, you hear the background music sort of build up, a sound effect of Bayley's ears ringing, and then the screen cuts to black with a voice clip of someone laughing and saying, "Knock, knock."
Now, many ways you can take this. Bayley's turning heel. The White Six are getting brought over to Raw, which I don't think is what's happening here.
No.
The Cross and Scarlet thing could be a work, and Bayley's joining them. I think the way that they went about this is very much teasing it a heel turn.
Yes, because after the vignette cuts, we cut backstage where Jackie's is ready for an interview with Lyra, and Jackie's like, "So you just watched that vignette just like everyone else. Any comments, Lyra?" And Lyra's like, "It's not my fault, is it?" Like, Lyra's obviously a little sorry, but is also like, "I'm not in complete blame here. Like, you heard what Bayley said. Like,
she shut me out. She didn't let me know anything. She shut me out." She said that multiple times.
Yep.
That she shut me out.
It's like, I meant what I said last week, but
no. I meant what I said last week.
Yeah.
But, it's not my issue anymore.
Yeah, it's like, I can't challenge for the title anymore because of her. Like, we were both right. It is her fault, but bye.
Yeah, she just leaves. And now we get the title that she cannot fight for anymore being defended. It is Becky Lynch versus up-and-comer. I was going to say newcomer, but she's not new.
Yeah.
Up-and-comer Maxine Dupri for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
No. Yes. Now, something I found cool online that makes this moment even better. Around this same time last year was the Battle Royale on Raw for the vacant Women's World title.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky was cutting a promo about to make her entrance when she saw Maxine a little depressed, a little down on herself. And she stops the promo, goes back to Maxine, and is like, "Hey, this is your first time fighting for a world title, right? Show them why it won't be your last."
Yeah.
And now, a year later, we cut to this match.
And to say that Maxine Dupri is... Look, it's going to sound harsh. It's going to sound harsh, no matter how you say it. She's not the best worker. But she is far from the worst I've ever seen.
No.
There is a lot of upside in her work. You could see it tonight.
Yes.
A lot of it was Becky, but I think maybe the minute and a half that Maxine got in offense, you could see there's spots there that she can actually work with.
Like, I enjoyed watching her 100 times more than I love watching JC.
Yeah, which is insane. But man, she does get some offense in, but it is a one-sided squash pretty much. Extended squash that leads with Becky getting Maxine into this armor.
Yep.
Tap out immediately.
Yep.
And then Natalia gets into the ring, checks on her protege, Maxine Dupri.
Yep. Becky looks like she's leaving, sets down the title, cheap shot, back kick to Natalia. I feel like this sets it up for next week. and then setting up potentially for
I can see this being in Paris.
Yeah, Nikki Bella possibly being the Paris match.
Mm-hmm. It's either Nikki Bella or Natalia for the Paris match.
Yeah.
But now we move on to our main event of the evening. It is a tag team match between CM Punk, LA Knight, and the BBL's Braun Breaker and the Tribal Thief, the owner of the Shula Fala, Bronson Reed. Accompanied alongside, of course, by Paul Heyman.
The Oracle.
The Oracle. They are now known as the Vision. They got set up last week.
Yep.
And now we get into a fairly decent tag match.
Yeah.
Nothing too interesting that happened until, at the end, Seth Rollins comes in.
Yeah, and people have started to complain that ever since Mania, every 90% of Raw main events have ended in DQ.
Yeah, it's getting very boring. The fact that we have Clash, I think, in 2 weeks now.
Yes.
And they have a untitled show going up against All Out at the end of September. You don't really have a lot of time to cook these stories, and I thought that month-long gap between Paris and Crown Jewel in Perth was perfect, because you give stories time to breathe and actually happen. No.
Nope, we gotta counterbook AEW.
We gotta counterbook AEW, fellas. Woo! Woo!
You really don't.
You really don't. I think the best part about having another wrestling company that's doing it so great is it's competition. I don't think you win by squandering your competition at every single chance. It's good for them to get a boost in ratings, because then guess what? You're forced to do good work to counteract the ratings boost that they just got.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Yep. The name of the PLE and the gimmick of the PLE has not been confirmed, but it is confirmed that it's a main roster show, as the headliners were announced to be John Cena and he who shall not be named.
Brock Lobster.
Lesnar, yeah.
Lobster.
Brock Lobster, because he is red as this red light that I'm staring into.
Go. Lesnar.
But so Seth Rollins DQs, and we're thinking we're gonna get Roman coming out again.
Yeah, and then it's taking a while. You're like, on it?
I said doom, and I was like, wait, no, watch, because he was in a promo earlier.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. Uso!
They commented on him missing a Monday night, and he said, like, man, I missed one Monday, and all heck breaks loose.
Main event, Jey Uso makes the save with the chair.
Yep. And apparently basketball shorts are just his thing now, as he's seemingly perma-switched to basketball shorts.
He does come in and even up the odds for a little bit.
Yep.
Then the numbers game, of course, does take advantage.
Yeah. Well,
he eats a spear.
Yeah.
A tsunami.
Yeah, it's basically he got there a little too late.
Yeah.
And a stomp.
In a stomp. All three men eat a stomp, and it is...
Yep. Adam Pearce comes out and says, Seth, listen. You want everyone to have a Seth Rollins problem? Fine. We'll settle this in a real quick way. In 2 weeks at Clash in Paris, you're gonna have a big problem, as you will defend that title against main event Jey Uso and against LA Knight and against CM Punk in a fatal 4-way.
Oh! Sorry, headphone users. What the fuck? The original plan was Seth, Roman, Knight, Punk. Fatal 4-way. And then only a quarter of the field would have been complete ass. But now you have half of the field being complete fucking ass when it comes to in-ring work. Not only do I have to suffer through a Jey Uso world title match, I have to suffer through a fucking LA Knight world title match? What the fuck? I don't even want to watch this fucking show. Dude, this is one of the worst fatal 4-ways they've ever booked. You're going to have a old man CM Punk have to work circles around LA Knight and Jey Uso.
It's especially weird because they did confirm that Roman is showing up the Go Home Raw before Clash.
And do you want to know why? Do you want to know what his fucking match in Paris is going to be?
Because he is on the main Clash poster, so you know he's going to be at Clash.
Bronson Reed.
For the Shula Fala.
Nope. Nope.
Not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed. This is the only way that they salvage this fucking show, in my opinion. Shula Fala on a pole match. If we are booking this like WCW 2000, fuck it. Put the Shula Fala on a pole. Because what the fuck? No, fuck it. Paul Heyman on a fucking forklift. Do something. Do something interesting. Because the way that this card is looking, Naomi might be out. So we're not getting Naomi versus Valkyrie. We are getting a terrible fatal 4-way for the World Championship. We are getting Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. You're going to need something else to boost up this card, man. You're going to need something to boost up this card. Because right now, I really don't even want to tune into Clash in Paris.
Yeah. And I feel like if Naomi misses the Clash match,
just vacate the title.
Yeah, the Clash match might be Stephanie versus potentially Io for the vacant title.
I guess that's a cool way to finally get a conclusive winner and get the champion out of it. But I would have much preferred this to be a Mania match. That's it for this episode of Raw. And that's it for this episode. Oh, jeez. Of Disqualified.
It's like, you threw me. You can't wear me.
Yeah, no, he's pretty upset because I threw him. You know, it was a decent episode of Raw.
Until that Fatal 4-Way was announced.
Yeah, what the fuck? Just please.
What's with you with having banner cards and then ruining it in the last 5 minutes?
Yeah. It is a special skill that they have at WWE. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. I am your main roster prediction champion, Caleb. That is your NXT prediction champion, Trevin. And that is our editor-in-chief and producer for Monday Night Raw, Gordon, behind the camera. And we will see you next time. Be sure, or I don't need to say that spiel again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And peace.
Bye!